Well, in a departure from stated policy, the United States on Tuesday said India risked potential sanctions for its port deal with Iran. This afternoon, New Delhi and Tehran signed a historic bilateral agreement, a 10-year contract with Iran to develop and operate the strategically significant Iranian port of Chabahar. Our next report brings you the latest details.
The Chabahar Port in southeastern Iran, along the Gulf of Oman, is an India-Iran flagship project. Iran's only oceanic port serves as an important transit port for India in its trade with landlocked Afghanistan and Central Asian countries, bypassing the ports of Karachi and Gwadar in Pakistan. India had signed an agreement in 2016 to develop this strategically important Chabahar port, close to Iran's border with Pakistan. And by the end of 2018, India took over operations. 2.5 million tons of wheat and 2,000 tons of pulses have been shipped from India to Afghanistan through the Chabahar port. On Monday, India signed a long-term contract with Iran to develop and operate the Shahid Beheshti port terminal further. Shahid Beheshti, along with Shahid Kalantari, are the two ports at Chabahar.
The momentous agreement that began on 23rd of May 2016 is culminating today in a long-term contract, symbolizing the enduring trust and deepening partnership between India and Iran. Minister Rajarpas and I will closely monitor the development of the port and continue to remain in contact with each other as we jointly benefit from the enormous potential of Chabahar Port for enhancing regional connectivity and prosperity.
Under the agreement, Indian Ports Global Limited will invest about $120 million with an additional $250 million in financing, thereby bringing the contract's value to $370 million. But will the move go down well with the United States, which over the past 3 years has imposed more than 600 sanctions on Iran-related entities?
States, US sanctions on Iran remain in place and will continue to enforce them.
Does that mean including against Indian firms potentially?
So broadly, Sean, you've heard us say this in a number of instances. Any entity, anyone considering business deals with Iran, they need to be aware of the potential risk that they are opening themselves up to and the potential risk of sanctions.
So there's not a...
The new warning stance is a U-turn on the White House's 2018 approach. The US had vouched then that Chabahar would be kept out of the sanctions regime as an exception for the purpose of the development of Afghanistan. India says it is confident the US will come around as it understands the benefits of Chabahar.
I don't think people should take a narrow view of it, and they have not done so in the past. So if you look at even US's own attitude to Chabahar in the past, the US has been appreciative of the fact that Chabahar has a larger relevance.
The big question that arises, will the Chabahar counter by India to the Chinese-built Gwadar port in Pakistan hamper its ties with the US?
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.